There are many emerging trends in educational technology these days. One of these great trends is games and gamification to engage students in new learning opportunities. An example of a way to use games in the classroom is to go to stemcollaborative.org. This site has 4 different interactive games that students can play in order to practice their math and science skills. Not only do they practice these skills, but they are applying these skills to better help them learn their mathematics and their science concepts. One of the interactive sites that can be used from stemcollaborative.org is called Math by Design. Math by Design allows students to pretend to be an architect and create virtual environments that require them to use geometry and measurement skills. This challenges them to problem solve and critically think while building their mathematical skills. Another one of the great interactive sites on stemcollaborative.org is Scale City. On Scale City, students are required to use their understanding of scaling to create and explore roadside attractions in Kentucky. The next interactive game that is on stemcollaborative.org is the Rock and Roll Road Trip. In this situation, students are traveling the globe as a musician in a musical world tour, and they must master understanding of measurement, ratios, and proportions. Finally, the last interactive activity on stemcollaborative.org is Proportion Land. In Proportion Land, students learn about amusement park attractions, and they have to solve science-based proportional reasoning challenges in order to better understand science and mathematical knowledge. The benefits to these types of games is that they're very engaging for students and they're interactive so that they can apply their skills of mathematics and science to real world situations. Not only are these situations real world, but they're also required to use critical thinking skills and problem solving skills in order to successfully complete the activities. Some of the challenges that come along with using games in the classroom is that it can be very time consuming. It is much easier to just teach the concepts to the students without having to deal with extensive projects. Also, these games are not always necessarily personalized. Most of the time they are personalized to meet the needs of the students. However, some students may find it more challenging and more difficult than you may expect. This is definitely a difficult shift in thinking for teachers and parents and students. We might be wondering why we're playing so many games in the classroom. However, when we approach it as using critical thinking and problem solving skills, we can help parents and students understand the greatness that comes from games in the classroom. It is also difficult to evaluate student understanding when they are using games to apply their learning. Therefore, we have to make sure as teachers that we are understanding how the games work, how we can identify students' abilities to apply the skills, and we need to be prepared to explain this to parents. Finally, professional development is needed if games are going to be used in the classroom. Not only do we need to know how to manage these types of games in our classroom, but we also need time to explore the many different sites available to us that add games to our educational technology. I believe that games and gamification are great tools to use in the classroom, even though there are some challenges that come with it. Although the games can be very time consuming and difficult for parents and students to understand, they do offer many great rewards. Students are engaged with interactive real world activities that make them apply their skills that they've learned throughout their educational career, as well as use critical thinking and problem solving skills. Overall, games and gamification is a great thing to add to educational technology and is an emerging trend that we all should consider in our own classrooms. Thank you.